So, um, I'm very well acquainted with your work, and like my favorite scores are Ocean's 8 and The Man from U.N.C.L.E. I love that. I love that the Latin sound in that. With a docu-series such as this, would you say, as far as when it comes to a project, this is the greatest bandwidth you've ever done as far as sound and variations? I mean, you're composing wonder, you're composing, meditation, and also involving sounds from around the world.
I mean, yeah, I always like trying to do things that are different, and that's kind of why I choose to do projects, really, if I'm doing something different to what I did before. And I think with Welcome to Earth, I mean, you've all seen the visuals, and the visuals are just so stunning. You can't help but be like unbelievably inspired by the amazing cinematography and research they did in that series to find things you've sort of never seen before on this planet. So it's kind of like a composer open goal in a way. You're like, hey, there's such good imagery, like I could write anything, it'll be good. But yeah, let's pretend I didn't say that.
How do the episodes come to you? I mean, do you get pieces?
No, Welcome to Earth is obviously pretty wacky because of the whole COVID situation. So it was, what happened with that is I try and approach every project very differently. And with this one, I was like, right, I just want to experiment from the beginning and just write very freely. They would send me imagery and I would get inspired by it and I would write pieces. I would send them into the edit would work with them. I might rework them, we might leave them. But a big thing for me was trying to make it not sound like anything you'd sort of heard before, because the idea with the show is like seeing the world in a way that you've never seen it before. And so I always wanted music that didn't feel what you'd expect and use sounds that you wouldn't expect. I mean, like originally the score doesn't have an orchestra, but it sounds so amazing with everyone here. I mean, they were really fantastic. So huge shout to them. But a lot of it is a lot of like strange sounds. I spent a long time just making and recording weird noises like all my life, and there's things I've been like, I'm never going to get to use this. On this show, I did.
So tell us more about composing for a docu-series. When you compose for film or for a TV series, you're writing music for characters. Here,
yeah, I mean, for me, the thing I always think about is, more than anything, is like the audience and kind of me sitting watching it, and like, how do I make this the kind of most exciting experience you can have, or the one you engage with the most? And a lot of this show has Will Smith turning up into these environments where he's totally out of his comfort zone, and I wanted the music to feel unexpected. So if you put like what you might expect over a scene, you just kind of go shorthand, okay, yeah. But if you do something odd, like there's this whole scene, one thing with a big volcano, and we just did this kind of electronic, because it felt like lava and it felt like this like unstable force. And so I wanted people, when they watch it, to kind of not know how they feel straight away. So it kind of like pulls them in to what they're seeing, and then thinking more about what's on screen and like how amazing it is, without saying this is amazing the whole time. Like trying to do things where you make something a bit more abstract, so you as a viewer, you think about it more because it's more unusual.
Daniel Pemberton.
Thanks.
National Geographic's Welcome to Earth.